What's up, y'all? Sparta here. This is going to be a different kind of versus video. Now, as you guys normally know, when you get like an $800 or damn near $1,000 phone, typically with your iPhones and your Samsung phones, you normally tend to get like earbuds in the box. And they tend to be good, for free earphones or whatnot. But I want to do a bit of a comparison. I want to do a comparison between the Samsung headphones that come in your box, between $20 Skull Candy earphones, and I want to do another, and as well, my B&O H3 headphones that came with the promotion for the LG V20. Now, obviously, you guys won't be able to hear the sound because of, obviously, I'm going to be using headphones, but I'll show you guys which songs I'm playing and all that, and just let you guys know how, each of them respectively sound. Now, I didn't buy these. These came with my S7. As I told you guys, it was used, but the box was practically, everything in the box was basically unopened. Like, these headphones are essentially brand new and have never been used. So this is pretty much a live unboxing of these here, or unwrapping if you want to say that. And of course they have little, my bad, they put little tape on the sides too, which is stupid. If you wrapped it, why would you put even more security on free headphones that probably don't even sound that great anyway? But these are the Samsung headphones. They may have looked like maybe purple or black in the box, but they're actually white. And from my experience with my S6, I actually don't mind Samsung's headphones. They actually sound pretty damn good. But I'm going to do a comparison. I'm going to go from the free headphones to the $20 Skull Candies to the B&O Play headphones, which retail for like $120, $150. Then I'm going to scale back down. I'm going to go from here to the free headphones. All right, and the first phone I'm going to use is for the comparison is the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. I would use the S7, but the S7 doesn't necessarily have the best DAC and amp combination, whereas this has one of the better ones. It has one of Samsung's supplied ones, so that comes on their chip, so I'm just going to use it to essentially show you guys how it sounds. Now, I'm not going to play it and have you guys hear me, like, bumping my head and singing along with the song and shit like that. I'm clearly going to pause it. But after each time that I listen to at least, like, 2 songs. Sorry, something was playing through my headphones. But, as I said, I'll report back with at least 2 songs after at least 2 songs that I've listened to, and tell you guys how I feel. All right, give me a minute. All right, y'all, as far as the Samsung headphones go, they're actually pretty good, but I guess since I got spoiled by a phone that has a better DAC and has come with, more expensive headphones come with it, that they actually feel a bit uncomfortable. Like, the bass is good. The bass is good, don't get me wrong, but a lot of the other sounds feel pretty muted. Like, it doesn't feel natural to listen to anything with these, but if you're not looking for that, if you're just looking for maybe just heavy bass, and that's pretty much it, and just loud in general, then these are good. As I said, they're not terrible, but they're actually pretty damn good. you know, every like if but if you want comfort, I wouldn't necessarily recommend them. But like I just advise you to keep them in the box unless you don't have any earbuds that you don't have any earbuds laying around that you actually want to use, and you just would rather use those, then go ahead. But I wouldn't necessarily, recommend them as far as, you heavy use, like legitimate, like listening to music all day or at least majority of your day on your commute or something. Like if you're on a bus or anything like that, and you have like maybe like a 2 hour, like hour and a half trip back home or something, I wouldn't necessarily recommend them. Like I'd probably get like a nice pair of Bluetooth earbuds or maybe a pretty inexpensive, but maybe $20-$25 pair of earbuds. Rather than using these, I'd probably advise you to keep them in the box if you prefer comfort over, overall sound quality. The sound quality is not bad, don't get me wrong. But all right, I gotta disable that. Audio. All right, give me a minute, y'all. All right, I had to disable that app, like playing stuff when I put headphones in, because it was kind of annoying me. But I'm going to get to using the skull candies next. If the phone will stop focusing on the Note 5 and focus on the logo of skull candies for me. There we go. I'm going to focus on the skull candies here, and I'll report back when I'm done. All right, now as far as the skull candies, they, all right, as far as these go, if you're just looking for something to replace, like earbuds that got a short in them or anything like that, then perhaps I'd recommend these. But I have a few problems with these in particular. They tend to like muffle sounds under bass, like say there's like a lot of bass in the song. They tend to like, as soon as the bass comes in, like lyrics or any other like little minute sounds that you may hear that you like get like blasted out and you don't hear them. And that's basically what I don't like about these. Like they're more comfortable than the Samsung earphones, but they don't sound as good clearly because the bass is too strong. And that's pretty much my only issue with these. Is that due to the fact that the bass is so strong, it pretty much blows out every other sound that comes through the earphones themselves. And as far as these go, these are $20, so I wouldn't. If you like skull candy and you like that, then go ahead. But for me personally, I don't necessarily like that. Now, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do the B&O H3 headphones now. But what I'm gonna do is when I'm done listening on here, rather than reporting back right after, what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the sounds with the same song on my V20 and just tell you guys how I feel overall about these headphones. But give me a minute and I'll do that. All right, now as far as all three of these headphones go, keep in mind that these two phones drive headphones differently. This has a more high-end DAC and amp in it. This has a quad DAC, as has been advertised. This just has some, I don't know what DAC and amp Samsung's using in this, but it's good. It's actually really good. But as far as, not talking about that, talking about how these three different earphones perform. Since I didn't talk about the B&Os with the Note 5, I'm going to talk about them with a dual kind of, consensus between these two. The B&O headphones have a more natural, sound to them. They sound more natural. The bass sounds more natural, not too like muted or anything like that, not too like steady, but they sound, it sounds good. It sounds good to the ear. It doesn't sound like overwhelming and whatnot, things like that. So yeah, with these, expect to have more natural sound. With the start of like the song I was listening to, which is Party Monster by The Weeknd. Party Monster by The Weeknd. At the beginning of the song, it tends to be a little low on the volume. Then it hikes up as the song goes on. But I guess since I was literally like testing 3 different headphones, they didn't sound so loud. So keep that in mind. Using these, keep in mind these are like, $150 headphones. As far as the $20 Skull Candy headphones, with the V20 they sounded a bit better. Something about the Note 5's DAC tends to like heighten the sound of headphones a bit and makes the bass even more heavy than it should be, which isn't necessarily a bad thing if you like that. But for me personally, I don't necessarily like it to be so loud to the point where sound is distorting and stuff like that. And with these particular headphones on the Note 5, earphones on the Note 5, sound was distorting. And as far as, so this cord is really long on these. As far as the Samsung free headphones that come in the box, as I said, the Skull Candies are $20. These are really impressive for the price of free, essentially, which I guess if you want, you could couple $20 into your overall buying price of the phone and just value these at maybe $20. But, for that price of technically free, they're really good. As I said, they could be a bit more comfortable and more fitting in the ear, a la the Apple EarPods. But as far as these go, these are really good. Bass is really good. It's not too much, but it's not too little. Like, it's not the Skull Candies level of bass, but it's also not like, it doesn't sound natural. It does sound a bit, emulated rather than, act like real. But you can still hear the differing levels in bass and stuff like that if you truly wanted to, if you're truly looking for that. But if you're looking for headphones that, provide a decent amount of bass, these are actually really good. So that's pretty much it as far as this video. Sorry for it being very long, but I want to give you guys a more in-depth review on how, these headphones work with 2 different types of phones for 2 different types of people. This is more for the audiophile, since it has that quad DAC. This is more for the consumer, even though it's a power user phone. Like the basic power user, that's a basic consumer. Not saying power users are basic. I obviously am not basic. And power users are definitely not basic. But hence why these phones are pretty much the marquee of what a power user phone is. The Note series pretty much made it a thing, and the V series pretty much made it a thing for LG fans. Since the LG Pro line went to shit, since the Flex 2 wasn't necessarily a pro user phone, but this has, as you guys know in my review and my coverage on the V20 on this channel, it has a lot of things. There's a lot of things about this phone that cater to pro users in a different way than what the Note does. This is more for productivity. This is more for, that person that wants the most out of a phone experience, the most out of like the camera, the most out of a headphone jack and stuff like that. But this isn't necessarily, I'm going to go more in depth than that with my versus video between these two. I don't want to necessarily go on about how one is better than the other in one way, one is better than the other. The other way, I don't necessarily want to go in that way, on that road with this video right now. I'm just talking about, keep in mind that this phone drives headphones differently than this phone. This phone has a more natural sound. This one has a more consumer-based sound. Keep that in mind. Don't expect to be blown away by how amazing the Note 5's headphone jack emulates sound through your headphones. Don't be, don't expect to be amazed by that. But expect, if you get, more expensive headphones, to have a better sound come out of it. Expect that. But the V20 is hands down the best for, audio, because that's what the DAC is for. But that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about. It's mainly just, talking about these three headphones, As far as them being tangle free, I think the Samsung headphones are the best because they have the flat cable. But the B&Os are a bit better. The Skull Candies tend to get tangled very fast and a bit too much sometimes. So keep them in a bundle. Like, it's easier for me to get my B&Os out of a bundle than it is my Skull Candies. But anyway, that's pretty much it as far as this video goes. Thank you guys for watching. Again, let me know what other type of things you want to see me do, videos on, I know there's a lot of gaming tests and stuff that I have, like app reviews down the line too that I want to do as well. So keep yourself, hit that little bell button next to, the subscribe button if you want to see more videos on stuff like that and not just devices in general. But I'm sorry for having such a long pause, but yeah, this has been Sparta. Thank you guys for watching and have a good one.